Hello, my name is Christy Pennington. I served as the DeKalb Association of Realtors President in 2006. It's been more than 50 years since the DeKalb Association of Realtors received its charter as the DeKalb Board of Realtors. I'm excited to be a part of the initiative to preserve and share the rich history of this organization. Joining me today is Elsie Sacre, our 1994 president. Welcome, Elsie.
Well, thank you for having me today. It's an honor to be here.
Okay.
Thank you, Christy.
Would you mind, please tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you get started in real estate?
Well, that's a good question because I had no intention of getting into real estate. Friends of mine, 1974, they were taking a real estate course, and it was just for information. We wanted to know about the market, buying houses, with just another class. So we had no intentions of getting into real estate, but hey, I passed the test.
Well, all right.
And it was so interesting, just taking the course, that I decided to get into real estate. And then in 1975, I'm sorry, it was still 1974, I joined Walter Scott Realty and looked in the newspaper, seeing who was hiring at that time. And Walter Scott Realty was offering free courses. And I thought, well, I passed the test with the Georgia Real Estate Commission, but I really didn't know anything about contracts and working with the public. I knew all the laws and all, but not really the nitty-gritty of real estate. So I went to work with Walter Scott and enjoyed it. And then in 1978, I got my broker's license.
Okay. Well, if you would, why don't you set the scene for us in real estate during the year of your presidency? And what were some of the challenges facing realtors at that time?
I guess one of the things I remember most was that the Federal Housing Authority decided to choose DeKalb County, of all the counties in the country, for first-time home buyers, requirement to take courses before they could be qualified to buy a house. And we thought, me as well as the officers that were under me at that time, that we should fight this. So we had a meeting at the DeKalb Federal Building in Decatur. I think it was the Sky Room. Not only was the officers there of the DeKalb board at that time, as well as some of the past presidents, we met, had a conference call to Washington. We put down our side as a realtor and what the effect it would have on our buyers. And we got it overruled. So that was
major.
That was very, very major at the time. So that was one of the challenges. But we won. We fought and we won.
Okay. Well, if you wouldn't mind, would you please share some of your favorite DeKalb board memories and what achievements? You just shared one achievement, but what were some of the other achievements that you were most proud of?
When I was president, my husband Bob and I, we were brokers at our company, and a number of our agents said they felt like they had no representation. At that, well, early on when I was a newly licensed E, you could be a realtor, you could not be a broker. Women just weren't brokers. And a lot of different changes was in the market, but one of the things that I was so concerned with was agents. So I formed an agents council, sent out notices to all of the different companies, and over 20 agents from different companies joined. We met monthly, discussed their issues and how they could be involved in the board activities and what the board was doing for them, because they had no idea. They would go to sales meetings in their own companies, but they were only learning their company's thing. And also I formed a brokers council. There was not one until then, and so we met once a month and talked about market strategy, how the new laws were affecting us. And there were different laws coming in, like dual agency. So there were a lot of changes.
Right, impacting the industry. Let me ask you, what are the benefits of being a realtor rather than just a licensee?
I guess, no, I don't guess, I know. Code of ethics. Code of ethics. Also, when you're out in the marketplace, I like the golden rule, you know, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And I like the code of ethics. I used to teach it years ago. But also another advantage is having the Realtor Association behind you. You know, you have an organization, you have RPAC behind you, and I just think it's a great benefit to be a realtor.
Right. Strength in numbers. Okay, and what is one piece of advice that you received starting out in real estate that you would pass on, say, to a new realtor?
My first broker, Walter Scott, said, Elsie, you do not go to the market with an empty wagon. So he suggested, and every Monday morning we would work on listings, getting listings. Fill your basket. You do not get phone calls unless you have a sign out, unless you're some magician out there. You have to have signs to get calls. And I would pass that on. When the market gets slow and you're not getting calls from buyers, work on the listings and get your sign out.
Yeah.
And also, now Christy, you may remember Hattie Jordan.
Oh yes.
Oh
yes.
yes.
That I do.
One
that
of my favorite people in real estate. Hattie never went out of the house without her name badge on. She said she got more people asking, oh, you're in real estate. I'm interested in buying a house. She got more leads. And I would recommend, don't be a secret agent. That was Hattie's motto. Don't be a secret agent.
Good point. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And what do you see for the future of the DeKalb Association? And what goals would you like to see our next generation make?
I think the DeKalb Association is in very good hands. I think it's going to be very successful under the leadership that it has right now. I would like to see, and already it's in place, the Leadership Academy that's going on, and training other agents for the future.
Great. Awesome. Well, Elsie, I would like to thank you for joining us today and for sharing your memories. And also, your leadership has been vital to not only our association's growth, but also to its success.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you so much.